Hello friends, Molly Ponfadith here, CEO of the SOAR Community Network and co-founder of the SOAR Community Nebula. Our goal this year is to interview 1,000 community champions of change, or change agents as we lovingly call them. And today we are interviewing someone who we lovingly call Mama Stella. Mama Stella, I love that. Thank you so much for being a part of our initiative.
Thank you so very much, Molly, for the invitation and for the work that you're doing out here in the world.
I appreciate that so much. Will you please begin by sharing with our audience who you are and the incredible work that you're currently doing in your community?
Definitely. So, as you know, as I told you, I love to be called Mama Stella. And actually, there is a reason for that name. So I grew up in Africa. As you can tell, I have an accent. And so when I came to America, I was looking for the American dream. And after getting here, I got the American dream. And the only way to help back in Africa was to start an orphanage, Umbrella of Promise. So my goal is to be a mother of 100 kids. That is why I love to be called Mama Stella. So I have 3 adorable kids. I'm a mother. I've been married for 18 years and I'm a nurse by trade, but I am also a business owner, a professional network marketer, and I've been doing that for 13 years. And I love telling people to stop sitting on their greatness.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Wow, you do a lot. You do a lot for a community that's around the world. You do a lot for your local community. So I thank you so much for doing all that, Mama Stella. I think that it's beautiful that you have your own children and that you also want to be a mother to children that may never even meet you. It's so powerful. Thank you so much for that work.
You're welcome.
And the next question that I have for you is to ask you to share with our audience either an experience or some anecdotes around when a person, a conscious leader, a mentor showed up in your life to show you kindness, compassion, and love, and help you to live the life that you're living now, to put you on track for a positive road ahead for you.
When I think of the first person, I think of my dad. I remember growing up in Africa as a little girl. I never liked school. And so my dad, as being a teacher and an educator, he wanted me to do well in school. And he will put this emphasis on me to study. But I did not just like school. And so I could remember vividly, at the age of 7, when he was sitting on the table with me trying to explain and trying to help me to understand my homework, but I wasn't paying him any attention. All my mind was outside. I wanted to play with my brothers because my brothers were smart. And so when my father turned and asked me a question, I could not answer that question. He gave me a knock on my head, but that knock was a wake-up call that actually altered who I was being. And that is when I had to stop sitting on my greatness. I had to step into really being who I wanted to be. And when I sit back and just look at that incident, that is a moment that I look my dad as that mentor. And then coming to America, there are so many people that have really impacted my life. Wayne Dyers is one of them. I never met him, but every day his recordings, his tapes are impacting my life. And I just thank God for a soul like his.
It's incredible how many wonderful mentors that we gravitate toward who will never meet, but resonate with what's in our hearts and minds to do and how we show up in the world. So you can have a mentor and you can be a mentor and you don't even know it, which I think is so cool.
Yeah, it is. It is so cool.
When you think of a community builder, especially because you are an entrepreneur, you are doing this incredible work with orphanages, you're a mom, you're all these beautiful things, and you stumble upon amazing souls all the time. When you think of a community builder or a champion for change, what attributes or characteristics are consistent? What comes to mind for you?
The first thing that comes to mind is that they have the desire for their dreams. The second thing that comes to mind is they are consistent on their goals and their dreams. And the third thing that comes to mind is they are persistent, because that is one of the fundamental things that I believe in, that when you're on a mission, you will face challenges. If you don't face challenges, then you are not on a serious mission. And so being persistent and being able to overcome whatever obstacles or challenges that come our way as change agents, it is very necessary that we can go through to accomplishing our goals and our dreams.
So Mama Stella, can we go deeper into some of the causes that you care about? Can you share with us causes, movements, and experiences that you're throwing your heart, your soul, your love into to move our society forward in a positive way?
So actually, Mali, I know I'm meeting you for the first time, but one of the things that I do run a workshop, which is called Stop Sitting on Your Greatness. And that workshop is actually helping the people around me, helping the people in the community to actually get present to their listening. Because I do believe that we all have a listening of ourselves, as well as we have listening of other people that are around us. And so if I have a negative listening about who I am in the society, that affects the way I carry on life. And if I have a listening of myself, like I have some good and some bad, or I have a mixture, you know, which I believe that is all human beings. We have our good sides and we have our bad sides. Then we can empower the good things and focus on feeding the good things so that you can always stay positive to accomplishing your goals and your dreams. So I do believe that getting a workshop, being with people, coaching people through the workshop has really been impactful. And so many people love the workshop and so many things are happening.
That's fantastic. Well, this kind of goes with the next question. And we oftentimes in life talk about persistence and talk about it's important to fail and to get back up, right? How do we rise from the fall? So do you have a philosophy, a motto, or a quote that helps you to come back to center when those types of things occur in your life, when you've been shaken, when it's really tough sometimes to just get up and keep moving forward with your mission? What helps you?
Actually, what comes to mind is Thomas Edison.
Okay.
Thomas Edison once said, "Our greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is to try just one more time." And every time when I think of that quote, Stella, just try it one more time. It might be that time. You know, that keeps me going, because I can talk about failing. I failed a lot in life. But every time I failed, I got back up. And I remember Thomas Edison, you know, our greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is to try one more time. And I'll say, Stella, you have that courage to try just one more time. So that is the quote that keeps me going when things get rough.
That is so fantastic. I feel like I've said that to myself so many times. And yet there are times when you realize that it should be the last time. Like you sometimes you try and you're like going against your own true intuition because you want so badly to prove something. So when you misplace that intention, you can repeat to yourself one more time, but everything in your being is telling you, you know what, it's time to pivot. Yeah. So I do agree absolutely that really trust it. to keep going, but also understand that when it's not meant for you, you usually have messages all around you to say it's time to pivot.
That's true.
So I agree with you. Absolutely. I love that quote. And I also want to offer up permission to those that have tried so many times that, you know what, it's okay to change. It's okay
Yeah.
to course correct, because it might open up new opportunities and new doors to expand beyond that original idea. But I love that quote. Thomas Edison with us today. Thank you so much. Mama Stella, let me ask you this last question here. When you envision a better world, what does that better world look like through your eyes?
Uh, when I envision a better world, a world where people can work together, where communities can come together and help each other. Because growing in Africa, we have a community system. I don't have to take care of my kids. Everybody around me, the villagers, it's everybody's kids. And transitioning into America, it was like a big gap because at times the neighbors, you don't even know your neighbors. And not to talk of your kids visiting. And so it's like, when I think of a better world, is if the world can come together as one, which is kind of, to put it as one, to really describe it's like being somebody else's keeper.
Mm-hmm.
And looking at the world where there is peace instead of war. If we could deep for peace, that peace within, and above all, self-love. Because I do believe that every chaos starts when there is no self-love. And you cannot give love if you don't have the love, if you don't love yourself. So I do strongly believe that if the world can become a better place, it's doing workshops, it's teaching people personal development of starting with the loving yourself. And then you can turn and love your neighbor, you can turn and love your classmate, you can turn and love your business partner. And then we're just building on that and expanding that.
Thank you so much. Great insights. Wonderful to have this time with you to share with our community the work that you're doing, the workshop experiences, and the opportunity for all of us to explore what it means to love oneself, and what it takes, you know, the tools that we can use to get us closer and closer back to remembering who we are, what we came here to do, and the type of impact and change we can make in our society. Thank you so much. Mama Stella, how can people learn more about you, connect with you, and learn about all the great things you're up to?
Wow. The first way people can actually connect with me, Molly, is you can text Stella to 55469. Stella to 55469. And another way is you can actually go to my website, which is the website of the foundation, umbrellaofpromise.com. Like umbrellaofpromise.com, because we promise never to let the child down. A child who doesn't have a mother, a child who doesn't have a father, a child that we can show love to and care for. So we are that umbrella, and we give them hope and love.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Appreciate the love that's overflowing from your being. It's so needed in our world, and I'm so grateful that people like you exist. Thank you again for your time today.
No, thank you so very much. And I want to just acknowledge you for the work that you are doing out there. Keep doing it, because with the type of work that you do, the world will become a better place.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. For those that are watching, thank you again for following us as we highlight these incredible, incredible stories and souls who are making a difference in their community and in society as a whole. We are all connected. Please remember that. And also remember, we want you to feature you. So nominate yourself, please, or someone in your community who is making a great impact. Visit us at nebula.soarcommunitynetwork.com. Thank you so much, everyone. We'll talk to you real soon.